Libra, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your July shift reading. So we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of in July, the shape you shift into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. Before we get into your cards, we're going to use the Golden Tarot today. As I was sitting with the energy coming through for you in July, I saw this flower in a field in the middle of nowhere. Like a really delicate flower, a small flower, like a daisy, you know, nothing super brilliant, just this little white flower, simple petals, you know, just basking in the warmth of the sun, soaking in the drops of the rain, bending with the wind, you know, like weathering all of the things that naturally happen out there in the wilderness and in nature's cycles. And I got that like this was a patch of wilderness completely untouched by humans. You know, no one was there to witness the beauty of this daisy. The beauty of the daisy simply was. It simply was allowed to exist. And there was a sense of like relief and freedom that I felt in being in a place away from the outside view of others, away from being witnessed and seen by others, so that you could just feel the freedom of existing without objectification, without being seen or feeling like you have to perform for others' gaze. Interesting energy, Libra. We're going to get into your cards and see what we can glean from the energy coming through. So we are starting with the shape you're shifting out of this month. What is the shape that Libra is shifting out of in the month of July? Okay. Shifting out of the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is this energy of being at a choice point, making a strong, bold choice to move in a certain direction. Okay, interesting. What is the shape Libra is shifting into in July? Okay, nice linear progression there from the 2 to the 3. So essentially you're shifting from actually trying to see what this message is. I feel like you were faced with a certain choice, and for some reason, just the way these cards are laid out, it kind of feels like you decided to turn your back on a certain way you could have gone to go towards a direction that's more long-term. Because the Three of Wands talks about future planning. You know, it's like someone standing on a high point looking out at the horizon line, looking out towards the future. I don't know. Or maybe it's just that you're faced with a choice point and then it's time to like wait for the ships to come in or wait for everything to come to fruition with the choice you made. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of fire energy here. So it's like a bold kind of energy, bold moves. Let's see what the shift looks and feels like. See if we can get a little more detail here for Libra in the month of July. What is this shift from the 2 to the 3 of Wands for Libra? Okay, Queen of Coins. Interesting. I think this is similar to the Gemini energy. This keeps happening. All of the signs this month, all of the elements, like all the air signs are having a pretty similar message so far. The fire signs are having a similar message. The earth signs are having a similar message. That doesn't always happen for my readings. I'm really noticing it because y'all are getting some of the same cards even. Yeah. Interesting. It's like you're trying to make practical choices here. There's your card. Okay, I think I got it. Libra. Queen of Coins, Justice, and the Ace of Wands. Look at all this fire energy. The 2, the 3, the Ace. Justice is your card. That's Libra right in the center. So this is very much a question of like who you are, you know? Like I think whatever this choice that you are making, choosing between two things, you could be at a real crux point. In terms of maybe even like how you are perceived by others and how that affects your decision making. Because in the beginning, again, like I really felt that out of when you are removed from others, from the eyes of people watching you, it changes your behavior. You know, like it changes your sense of yourself and your sense of peace and your sense of freedom. Meaning you have an increased sense of peace and freedom when others aren't watching. And I think that's a really significant thing to realize. So I'm seeing this Queen of Coins as actually that kind of judgmental energy, the watchful eyes of others, sort of criticizing your decisions or the moves that you are making, having judgments about it, having thoughts about it, having opinions, or at the very least, this is how you perceive others looking at you. This might not be exactly accurate, but it's how you feel others are looking at you. And this is you as the Justice energy trying to make everybody happy, because Justice is the peacemaker. Libra is a peacemaker, trying to make everybody happy. And if you look very closely at the face of Justice, it looks fatigued. Fatigued. Look at that. Exhausted, trying to keep everybody happy, trying to keep the scales balanced all the time. And there's this energy here for you in July, Libra, of kind of turning in a different way, a way that is more singular, more autonomous, more focused on you and your experience rather than everybody else's opinions of your experience. Here it is right here. It's like when faced at the choice point to either, and I'm seeing this because they're facing the other way. It's like you could do what you usually do with the Two of Wands, which is choose to make everybody happy and make the choice that would make everybody happy, go this way. But I kind of see that there's energy here for you, Libra, to do a 180, to choose something really different and like for once, to really invest in what you want. Ace of Wands. What do I want? You know, standing up for your own desires, your own needs, how it feels to be inside of only your body, nobody else's. And that perhaps moving you towards a different future than you expected, right? It's like that kind of a potential turning point here. Ace of Wands talks about new beginning, you know, like when faced with a choice, essentially it's like the Two of Wands is holding this Ace of Wands or this Ace of Wands. It's like, which one are you going to go with? You choose this one, you know, which I am feeling as equated with choosing the energy of acting on your own behalf outside of the opinion and the gaze and the judgments of others, and that sort of changing the course of your future in this really interesting way, like opening things up for you, opening you up to potentially new vistas. We're like leaving the reading with this anticipatory sense, this sort of excited energy, because that's the thing, fire energy, the Ace of Wands, it's excited, you know, it's like this spark of something percolating. Oh my God, and I didn't even see this until just now. That's the white flower. Libra. That's the white flower that I saw in the beginning, this like very simple little white flower, very singular energy of just like, this is me, being me, being who I am, no one is watching. Like, this is who I am when no one's watching. I think that's the question for you in this reading. Who are you when nobody is watching? And it's not a question to guilt you in any way, okay? Justice, okay, peacemaker, okay, Libra, who's always trying to please everybody and make everybody happy. No, that's not what this is about. This is not about like this like finger wagging energy of like, who are you when nobody's watching? No, this is about how does it feel to be in your body when you are relieved from the gaze of others? How does it feel to simply be this white flower in a field doing what a white flower in a field does? And what kind of energy does that stir up inside of you? What kind of new passion or new creativity or new excitement gets sparked in you when you have the luxury and the freedom of being outside of that watchful eye, outside of the opinions and judgments and thoughts of other people that make you behave more for their benefit rather than for your benefit? I think if you lean more into this energy, 1212, I just saw on the clock, it can take you to new places, new unexpected places. Libra, it's exciting. I really love it. So we're going to continue to pull cards now and dig into this a little deeper and figure out what exactly this energy is saying in a more, try to hash out a more specific scenario. So if this is resonating with you so far and you'd like to see the extended version of this reading, click the link in the description box below and that will take you over to Patreon. Patreon is an online community I've created for folks who like the way I pull cards and want to dig deeper. If that sounds like you, meet me over there, read the full description when you get there so that you know how a patronage works, and then I will send you the extended reading for July. Libra, if you would like a personal reading to dig deeper into how this energy is playing out in your specific scenario, that's kind of like cutting to the chase, get right in touch with me through my website, unseenhandshealing.com. Check out my offerings there, fill out the contact form, and we'll get you booked for a reading. All right, Libra, thanks for joining me here on this July shift reading. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. If you're tethered, if your source of your power that you draw from, if you draw power from other people's opinion of you, right, then like, where does that leave you? It leaves you somehow dependent on other people and their opinion, which is constantly shifting and changing and actually doesn't have that much to do with you. So it's like root. I'm seeing this as like the egg plant or the seed planted, the egg planted in the womb, the seed planted in the soil, similar metaphors. Plant your seed in yourself. You, notice the flames, are your own source. The fire is the source of life. You are your own source of life. That is what this is about. You are your own life source, not anybody else's opinion of you or anyone else's energy.